Hi there, I'm back, and this time I'm going to be talking about how AI has changed marketing and discovery as a series of videos that I've put together in tandem with a blog, a white paper that I've written around how business owners need to handle the rising cost in digital marketing and how to get AI ready with the massive shifts that we're seeing with AI and LLM platforms, so large language models. That's what I'll be talking about today. So there are several reasons why search has changed. And it's really the buyers that have dictated this. You and I, we've decided that we prefer to go with AI assistants, and it's replaced traditional search where we had the 10 blue links on Google. So that's number one. When people change their behaviors, there are consequences. The consequences are pretty straightforward. Their behaviors shift in terms of workflows. It's 0 clicks right now. So you might have less traffic to your website, but are you getting mentioned in those conversations that are happening on AI? That's the most important thing. And let me tell you this, you're not alone in all my meetings that I've been having and leadership conferences. You're not alone if you're experiencing lower organic traffic, lower click-through rates, higher competition for visibility, more expensive paid search has actually gone up 40 to 120% in some instances. It's horrible. And you have 0 control over your PPC ads on Google. It's all AI driven. So the control there is based on how you set it up. And then the last thing that you might be experiencing is fewer conversions from organic. So some of these things are really causing friction between sales and marketing, but it's also causing friction with HR, the leadership teams, and who do you retain as an employee, or how much cost do you bolt on to create the training and everything else, the infrastructure to be AI ready. So I've actually studied all of this, and I am a fractional CMO and a fractional CTO that understands both worlds. And I've trained my team. We have been at it since 2022 when ChatGPT was launched, and we have worked out all the kinks. And I want to give you this as a gift in 2025 as we approach Thanksgiving, so that you are able to do it yourself. And if you cannot do it yourself because it gets too hard and you still don't understand what you're doing, then I want you to use this as a sounding board, as an outsourced marketing team to get you set up and ready, but don't ignore it. All right? Because AI uses entities. It uses semantic search. It's no longer about keywords. So you might be writing blogs, but it's not going to work. You need to really connect the dots. I talk about this in conferences. When we were little, we played a game where all the dots connect and then you get a picture of either a dragon or a bear or a cat or a big heart. Generative engines look for patterns. So what pattern are you trying to get it to connect? What is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6? What pattern, what pillars of content are you trying to get it to connect on your branding assets like your website, on your social media platforms? But how are you getting validated as well? What is your truth serum about it all that AI is going to present you in those conversations? And I want you to get ready for this because ChatGPT is going to be launching their ad platform very, very soon. And that style of advertising is not going to be like Google. It's going to be embedded in answers. You might have heard of a term called answer engine optimization. Well, those are the things that have changed. It's no longer about keywords, it's about semantic search. The fourth thing is AI gives preferential visibility to brands with structured and trustworthy content. I'm going to just read out the list that I've tested 100,000 times here in my AI SEO lab. Number 1, are your content, all your pages, all your tables structured in an organized way? Or are they just scattergun pieces of information just cause? Number 1, use pillar cluster architecture. What does that mean? If you are a family law attorney, for example, and let's say your target market is high net worth individuals with very complex split of assets, that you're really great on not just the law, but you actually understand how to read P&Ls. We'll talk about the pros and cons on that pillar page on why someone can benefit with an attorney who's not just done law school, but can understand numbers and understand text and understand cryptocurrency. Build out that pillar page on stating why, and then give them how-tos or FAQs that have come into you, so that when someone's looking at the pillar page or AI is looking at the pillar page, it knows that you are the authority on complex divorces with high net worth assets. Whether liquid or fixed asset, it doesn't matter. However, you need to get it validated, and EEAT is the name of the game. It's actually recommended by Google. It stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Get on Trustpilot and get yourself an account there and get reviews there. AI loves the way the Schema works on Trustpilot. Yes, it's a bit expensive, but that's worth your investment. All right, you must make sure that your website has schema. Make sure that you have the language that AI loves, which is JSON. JSON is a coding language that AI understands. So if you don't speak its love language, then AI is not going to understand what it is that you're writing on your website. So it's going to bypass you, because if you've used ChatGPT, you know it goes very, very quickly around the whole internet scouting for unique content. And so if you don't have the right schema markups with JSON, then you're in big doo-doos. Use consistent messaging, get case studies done, frameworks. So it's not quantity of content, it's the quality of content. My SEO to sales process gives you a nice runway and a checklist of where you're at, how you project manage the entire process. And if you want to get a copy of that, it's on my website. But you can also email me and reach out to my team at IffelInternational.com, and we'll be glad to share with you our entire process so that you can get started. There's a new fancy term called vibe coding, and I'm going to bring it up here because some of you think that you can create websites with vibe coding, and that's true, you can. And it's so fun. I've done it too. I love vibe coding. But when you have something that looks pretty but without the right schema in the back end or the JSON language, then AI won't read what you have done. AI has collapsed the funnel. Buyers validate before they visit you. So previously, it was awareness, research, consideration, website, and then decision. Now it's AI queries, AI summary, decision, website is optional. So that's why we come to a zero-click era, and this is why I'm really putting tutorials together so that you have a better understanding from a fractional CMO, myself, but also a fractional CTO who understands tech, and my team and I have stress tested everything. Buyers trust proof, not promotion. So if you start saying da 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 and there's no trust behind it, there's no validation, that's another change in behavior. People want to make sure that they're getting what they're paying for. And they need to know you are who you say you are. There is a litigator that I just checked on, and she's a great litigator, but ChatGPT says she doesn't have enough peer reviews. I'm not sure I can endorse this person, but she's a brilliant litigator. So why waste that process when you are a good attorney or a good doctor without getting validated the right way? So we've actually gone back in time where citations are important, white papers are important, case studies are important, and veracity rules at the end of the day. It will smell through lies. AI will smell through your lies and fakeness. And if you can't validate yourself, then you've got a real problem. And we're getting the calls. We're getting the SOS calls. Don't penalize your team. We can come in and train them. We can help do an AI readiness assessment for your teams and your business. We can look at the branding piece. We can look at the entire marketing process with sales. That sales and marketing siloed approach will not work anymore. And we can definitely do it all for you as well if you feel that this is just too much. Go to my blog, go to my website. You know where to find me, IffelInternational.com. I am here to help businesses across the United States and across the world. All you have to do is ask. My name is Hema Dey, Fractional CMO, Fractional CTO. My team are an instant outsourced marketing department for companies that cannot afford to hire new marketing folks. I'll see you real soon.